Okay, so here inside chapter 1 jQuery basics folder I have 10th lecture. Sorry, this file is outside of this jQuery 1 jQuery basics folder, so I'm going to drag it inside this folder. Okay, fine. Now here in this file, look here, we have HTML boilerplate code. Inside head we have here title. After title we have loaded here jQuery library, and then in next script tag we are simply selecting document, calling a ready function on that, and this ready function's callback parameter function is here. Now I'm going to change this title actually, so the title will be this time index selector. Okay, now here inside body I have a simple div that is blank and a button. The ID of button is btn and the value is set css to nth child. Instead I'm going to say set css by index. Okay, now first of all I'm going to simply decorate this div via some inline css so that I can simply apply it a width, a height, and maybe a background color as well. So I'm going to say the width is equal to whatever you want. I'm having here 150 pixel, and then height equals maybe 120 pixels, and then I'm going to assign here a background color as well. So background color will be maybe maroon. Here we are. Now I'm going to copy and paste this div 2 more times so that I may have here 3 divs. Here we are. Okay, now what I'm going to do, simply changing the colors of these divs. So I'm going to change the background color of this div as cyan. I'm going to set background color of this div as maybe any other contrast color, that is orange. Okay, so here I have 3 divs. All these 3 divs have common properties, CSS properties like width and height, but the background color of all these 3 divs are different. And finally we have a button here. If I go and run this file inside my preferred browser, I must have these 3 divs over there. Okay, here we are. Now what do I want this time is I'm simply going to insert a line break in between the 2 consecutive, vertically consecutive divs. So for that, let's go ahead and assign a line break here. Sorry, assign a line break here, and then after a line break here. So br is self-closing tag. Look here, tags are of 2 types, you know, pair tag like script open, script close, then head open, head close, then body open, body close. But this br is always set, always closed just with its opening sequence. Okay, so this is known as self-closing tag. But anyway, if I go and check the output once again, here we have 3 divs and a button. Now what do I want next is I want to select these any of these 3 divs via index. So let me tell you something here. This div is the child of body. Similarly, these 2 divs are also child of this body. And look here, this first div is at 0th index of parent body, and this is at first index location of parent body, and this is at 2nd index position relative to parent body. Okay, so it is on 0th index, it is on 1st index, it is on 2nd index. So what do I want this time is I want to select the div having 2nd index in the group here. Okay, so the div having 2nd index is 0, 1, 2. But remember, we have to take care that what is the indexing pattern or mechanism here inside jQuery of these consecutive divs. I mean, you have heard about there are 0 index based structures, and there are 1 index based structures who are there in programming languages like C, C++, and Java. So let's say I want to select this div having second index position in this group. So how can we do that? But again, I want to perform this selection on this button clicks event. So first of all, I'll go inside this body and again select the btn, that is button, and assign it a click event handler function. And in this callback function, I'm going to select the div from this group having index as 2. So how can we do that? I mean, I want to tell you here that how you can use index selector in jQuery. So I'm going to say select the div, select the element that is div tag, and then dot eq. Okay, eq method, I'm going to pass here parameter 2. So this jQuery selector will simply select that div, it will select that div which is having index 2, having index equivalent to 2. So select that div which is having index equal to or equivalent to 2. So definitely from these 3 divs, that div will be selected which has index as 2, index position 2. So then apply some CSS over there, and then I'm going to say background color as red or any other contrast color. So background color property, and I'm going to set this property to actually black. Okay, so initially we have these 3 divs over there. The color of these 3 divs are maroon, cyan, and orange respectively. But if somebody is clicking on this button, btn.click event handler method is going to fire, and the div having index equivalent to 2 will be selected, and the background color will be overridden by a new background color that is black. So let's go ahead to the browser once again, refresh it, and click it. Now look, 0, 1, 2. So the second div has been assigned black color. That is, previous color has been overridden by this black color. Okay, so that's all for this lecture. See you in next lecture.